Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, students? Today in our math session the topic is fraction, and by the end of the session you will be able to understand the fraction 1/3 and circle 1/3. Dear students, I hope you are well familiar with this term fraction, as in our previous lesson we have done the fraction half and fraction quarter. For fraction will mean to cut an object in same parts. Any object to cut in fraction, you have to cut into equal parts. All the parts should be same in size. It can be 2 parts like half, it can be 4 parts like quarter. For your recall, let me show you some pictures in which I have pizza, and this pizza I cut from the center and I split it into 2 equal parts. So dear students, by cutting it into 2 equal parts, it means I have 2 halves. And this is the numerical way of showing the fraction half. I have 1 half over here and the other half over here. Let us cut another object into quarter. As you can see in front of you, there is a chocolate. Now I'll split this chocolate into 4 equal parts. That is fraction quarter. In front of you, you have 4 equal parts, and these 4 equal parts I will say fraction quarter. And I have 4 quarters with me, and this 1/4 is the numerical way of showing the fraction quarter. So dear students, I hope you have understood from your previous lesson to cut an object into a fraction. It means you have to cut an object in equal parts. We'll define your fraction. For example, if you cut an object in 2 equal parts, that is fraction half, and you got 2 halves. The same way, if you cut an object in 4 equal parts, you are cutting an object in fraction quarter, and you'll get 4 quarters. The students, let us move on to our new topic, that is fraction 1/3. Now, what do we mean by fraction 1/3? By 1/3 we mean to get 3 equal parts. So students will cut an object in 3 equal parts, and all the parts should be same in size. So here in front of you, I have a donut with me. Yummy donut, but once in a week. Now I want to share this donut with you, and I will cut into 3 equal parts to show my fraction 1/3. The students, I'll cut my donut into 3 equal parts to show my fraction 1/3. There you go. I'll draw a line over here to cut one part. And to cut the second part, I'll draw one more line, and it will split my donut into 3 parts. There you go. The students, can you tell me these 3 parts are equal? No, if you can see in front of you, there are 3 parts, but all the 3 parts are not same in size. Each part is different in size. It means I didn't cut my donut into fraction 1/3. That is 3 equal parts. Now let us do one more try. And this time I'll make sure to cut my donut in 3 equal parts. And I will draw 3 lines to cut my donut into 3 parts. There you go. There are 3 lines in front of you, and start cutting my donut into 3 parts. The students, can you tell me these 3 parts are same in size? Did I cut my donut by fair means? Bravo if you all say yes, because this time I have cut my donut into 3 equal parts. As you can see in front of you, all the parts, they are same in size. Now students, I have 3 equal parts of a donut. Now, as I told you before, to cut an object in 3 equal parts, it means you cut the object into fraction 1/3. So students, in front of you, each part we will say 1/3 out of 3 parts. We have 1/1/3 over here, 2/1/3 over here, and 3/1/3 over here. Now each part will say 1/3, and we have 3/1/3 because we have cut our donut into fraction 1/3. Now students, if you remember, can you tell me in how many parts I have cut my donuts? Well done if you all say 3. Now out of these 3 parts that are equal parts, how many parts I kept for myself? Well done if you all say 1, as you can see from the picture. The students, this 1 part will say fraction Bravo! 1/3. Because to cut an object in 3 equal parts, it means you cut the object in fraction 1/3. And dear students, this 1/3 is the numerical way of showing the fraction 1/3. Students, I hope you have understood from your today's activity. To cut an object into fraction 1/3, you will cut the object into 3 equal parts, as I have done with my donut. For further practice, let us continue to do an activity with shape. Dear students, as you can see in front of you, there is a shape. Can you tell me which shape is this? Well then, if you all say circle. Now students, will cut the circle into a fraction. Can you tell me which fraction? Good. If you all say 1/3. As you can see below the circle, we have the numerical form of fraction 1/3. So we'll cut the circle into a fraction 1/3. Now, to cut the circle into 1/3, how many parts will make of this circle? I just told you before by cutting my donut. Good. If you all say 3 parts, and all the parts should be same in size. Now students, I'll start drawing lines on the circle to cut into 3 equal parts, and there you go. I have in front of me 3 equal parts of a circle. You can count with me. 1, 2, 3. And all the parts, as you can see, they are equal in size. Now students, will say each part fraction 1/3. As you can see by these arrows, we have how many 1/3s in front of us. Now would you like to count with me? We have 1/3 over here with us. 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 1/3s. Now these 3 1/3s we can show by the numerical way by writing 1/3 in each part. It means out of these 3 parts, I have 1 part over here with me. And this is 1 1/3, this is 2 1/3, this is 3 1/3. Now dear students, I hope you have learned from this activity how to cut a shape into a fraction 1/3. Now let me emphasize on my 1 part out of these 3 parts by coloring my 1 1/3. To do so, you can choose any part out of these 3. I'll choose this one and I'll color it into blue. The students, as you can see, out of my 3 1/3s, I have colored my 1 1/3, and my rest of 2 parts that are 2/3, they are blank. Thank you. Here's the fraction worksheet. On this worksheet, there are different shapes that are cut into fraction 1/3. Dear students, all you have to do is circle the shape below that shows 1/3. The shape which has colored only 1 part out of 3. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you students? Today in our math session, the topic is subtraction. By the end of this session, you will be able to identify minus and equal signs and solve subtraction sum by using number lines. Students, I hope you are well familiar with these terms, that it is minus sign. In minus, we take away, then we count how many are left. Dear students, if you remember, we have solved subtraction sums by using counters. But today in our topic, we'll use the new method, that is number lines. For your recall, let us solve a sum by using counters. As you can see in front of you, there is a sum 10 minus 5 equals answer box. So dear students, can you tell me how we will solve this sum? Good, if you all say by using counters. So how many counters we will take? For this you have to look at your sum. In our sum, the first number is 10. It means you have to take 10 counters. For this, I will take this table. In this table, I'll put my 10 counters. Why 10? Because the first number in the sum is 10. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. We took 10 counters because in our sum, the first number is 10. Now, what we'll do with these 10 counters? Dear student, this is minus. In minus, we take away. But how many you will take away from these 10 counters? Again, you will look at your sum, 10 minus 5. You will take 5 counters away from these 10 counters. So dear students, let's count together and we'll take away 5 counters because our next number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. We take away 5 counters from these 10 counters because dear students, in your sum we have to minus 5 from 10. So let's see how many counters are left. Would you like to count with me? There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 counters is your answer. Means you have left 5 counters and your answer box you will write the answer 5. Well done students. But students, if you remember, I told you in our today's topic we'll use a new strategy to solve our subtraction sum. In this strategy we'll use the number lines to solve these sums. But before we'll solve the sum, let me show you how to use a number line for subtraction. Students, as you can see, here's the number line in front of you. We are well familiar with this number line as we have used this number line for our sequencing, backward counting, counting in twos. And now if you remember, in our last sessions we have used this number line to solve our addition sums. The students, today we'll use the same number line to solve our subtraction sums. Students, if you remember, someone helped us to show you how to jump and bounce on this number line. Can you tell me who was he? Bravo if you all say Mr. Bunny. Mr. Bunny showed you how you can jump from one number to another number by drawing a line. If you look at Mr. Bunny is on which number? Number 20. But if you remember, in addition we used to put Mr. Bunny on number 0. And Mr. Bunny jumps from 0 onwards to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But in subtraction, dear students, Mr. Bunny will jump backwards. So today Mr. Bunny will show you how you will use this number line for subtraction sum by jumping backwards. Would you like to count with him? Good, let's go. Mr. Bunny is on number 20. From number 20, he will jump on number 19 and he will draw a one line, and this one line will be one jump. Now let's count together. Mr. Bunny will jump from number 20 to number 19. Dear students, if you look carefully, Mr. Bunny is showing you backward jumping, that he is going backward from number 20 to number 19, and he will draw a line to show you one jump. Now from number 19 he will go to number 18, and this is jump number 2. And again from 18 he will go backward to number 17. This is jump number 3. And moving on, 17 to 16, jump number 4. 16 to 15, jump number 5. 15 to 14, jump number 6. 14 to 13, jump number 7. 13 to 12, jump number 8. 12 to 11, jump number 9. 11 to 10, jump number 10. Dear students, and Mr. Bunny stops on 10. Same way he'll keep on jumping and he can move to number 0. Students, I hope you have understood how to jump backward on the number line and drawing a line, and each line represent one jump. Students, in subtraction we'll jump backward on the number line, unlike addition. Now let us solve a subtraction sum by using this number line, and we'll take the help of Mr. Bunny again to show you how to jump backward. If you can see, there's a sum in front of you. 10 minus 5 equals answer box. Since we have solved the same sum by using counters, but this time we'll use the number line to solve the sum. There's a number line in front of you, and we'll also take the help of Mr. Bunny to show you how you will jump backward to solve the sum. Now can you tell me from which number we'll start jumping? Let me explain you. For this again you have to look at your sum, that is 10 minus 5. In this sum the first number is 10. So we'll start from number 10 and we'll put the circle around number 10. To show you, you'll start your jump from number 10. Now we'll take the help of Mr. Bunny, and Mr. Bunny will start from which number? Good, if you all say number 10, because you already put the circle around number 10. Now student, as this is subtraction sum, in subtraction we minus. Now how many numbers you'll minus from 10? If you look at your sum, 10 minus 5, you will take away 5 from 10. So Mr. Bunny will take 5 jumps backward and Mr. Bunny will stop on 5th jump. Student, this is subtraction sum. If remember, I told you before in subtraction, Mr. Bunny will jump which direction? Bravo, if you all say backward. Now let us count together all the 5 jumps with Mr. Bunny. Now Mr. Bunny is on number 10. He'll jump backward towards which number? Well done, if you all say 9. And this jump we'll consider as jump number 1. Now there you go, starting from 10 to 9, and we'll draw a line, and this line show you jump number 1. Now from 9 again, Mr. Bunny will jump backward towards number 8, and this is jump number 2. Moving backward again, jump number 3. Backward, jump number 4, and our last jump number 5, and Mr. Bunny stopped on his 5th jump. Now what is your answer? Do you remember? Students, for this you will look below Mr. Bunny on which number Mr. Bunny stopped. As you can see, below Mr. Bunny is the number 5. We'll draw the circle around 5, and this 5 is your answer. So you will write your answer in your answer box. Well done, students. I hope you have understood how to use number line to solve subtraction sum by jumping backward. For your further practice, let us solve another sum with the help of number line. As you can see in front of you, there is a sum 20 minus 4 equals answer box. Now students, what will it take to solve the sum? Bravo, if you all say number line. So there you have number line in front of you. But this time we will not take the help of Mr. Bunny. We will draw a line between two numbers to show our one jump. Now, can you tell me from which number we'll start jumping? For this, if you look at your sum, 20 minus 4. Our first number in the sum is 20. So dear students, we'll draw the circle around the number 20 and we'll start our jump from number 20. Can you tell me how many jumps we'll take? Again, if you look at your sum, 20 minus 4. We will take away 4 from number 20. So students, can you tell me which direction we'll jump? As Mr. Bunny showed you before. Well done, if you all say backward. From 20, we will take 4 jumps backward. And each line will represent one jump. Shall we start? Let's go. We'll start from number 20 to backward towards number 19. As the arrow show you, this jump is backward. The students will keep on doing the backward jumping till we finish our 4 jumps. So let us count together. Jump number 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll stop on our 4th jump. And to look at our answer, we'll look below the 4th jump and we'll circle the number, that is number 16. So dear student, this number 16 is your answer and you will write in your answer box. There you go, number 16 in your answer box. Students, I hope you have understood today's lesson how to use number line to solve your subtraction sums. And on these number lines, you will take the jumps backward. And each line will represent one jump. Here's a subtraction worksheet. On this worksheet, there are different sums. Dear students, you will use these number lines to solve these sums and circle the correct answer. That is the correct number. The first sum has been done as an example. You will look at the jumps. Where the jump stops, dear students, you will circle the number. That is your answer. Same you will do to the next question. You will draw the jumps and where the jump stop, you will circle the number which is your answer. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you students? Today in our math session the topic is multiplication. By the end of the session you will be able to solve multiplication sums by counting set of 2's. Dear students, are you familiar with this term multiplication? What is multiplication? By multiplication we mean repeated addition. We are well familiar with this term addition, but what do we mean by repeated? Dear students, by repeated we mean you will take a number and then you will add this number a number of times. It means you will add the same number multiple times. Dear student, for multiplication we have the terms, this X sign represent multiplication In multiplication, we make groups or sets. In each group, we'll put the objects they are same in number. Do you remember fraction? We'll cut the objects in same parts. Similarly, in multiplication, we make the groups and each group will carry same number of objects. Then we'll count all together and we'll see how many altogether we have those objects. Dear students, as I told you in the beginning of the topic that today we'll do the multiplication by making set of 2's. Now what do we mean by set of 2's? For further elaboration, let us do an activity. In this activity, I have number of sweets with me. Would you like to count with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sweets with us. The students will sort these sweets in set of 2's. By set of 2's we mean we'll put the 2 sweets and we'll make one set. Would you like to help me? Let's go. I'll take one sweet and put it with another to make one set. As you can see, I put 2 sweets together. This is my one set of 2 sweets. So further, I'll take 2 more sweets and I'll make another set. Now I have left some more sweets. I'll put them together to make more sets. Now here I'll take 2 more sweets. That's my one more set. And these are my last 2 sweets. It means this is my last set of 2's. Thank you students for your help to put the sweets in set of 2's. Now students will draw the circle around each set. And then we'll count how many set of 2's we have. By drawing the circle around these sets, we will well define our each set of 2's. Now there you go. Let us start from our first 2 sweets. I'll draw the circle around these 2 sweets and it represents my one set of 2's. Because in this circle I have 2 sweets to make my one set. Now moving on, I'll draw another circle around these 2 sweets to make my another set of 2's. The same process I will do to further sweets. I'll draw one more circle and this is my another set of 2's, and moving on to our last set of 2's, I draw the circle. Now dear students, as you can see, you have defined your sets by drawing the circles. Now you can easily see how many sets of 2's you have. Would you like to count with me? Let's go. We have 1 set of 2's, 2 set of 2's, 3 set of 2's, and 4 set of 2's. And why we are calling these 4 sets as set of 2's? Because in each set we have 2 sweets, as you can see. Now dear students, below each set we will write the number 2 to show our total number of sweets in each set. Now students will add this 2 multiple times to get our answer. How many sweets are there in 4 sets? Would you like to add with me? There you go. We'll count the total number of sweets in each set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sweets in 4 sets and your answer is 8. Well done students. Students, I hope you have understood how to make set of 2's and then how to add the number 2 multiple times by counting the objects in each set to get your answer. Now students, let me show you another way of multiplication by writing the number 2 below. Can you tell me why I write this number 2? Bravo if you all say, because we have made the set of 2's by putting 2 objects in one set. So this 2 represents 2 objects in each set. Now I'll put the multiple sign. It means I'll multiply this 2 with the number of sets. Now can you help me how many sets are there? Bravo if you all say 4. As you can see in front of you, there are 4 set of 2's. So I will write number 4 over here. 2 multiplied by 4, or we can say 2 times 4 is equal to 8. As you have already counted all the sweets in 4 sets, they are 8 in number. Dear students, I hope you have understood your today's lesson, how to do multiplication sums by making set of 2's. Thank you. Here's the multiplication worksheet in front of you. Dear students, as you can see on this worksheet, we put the flowers in different sets. As you can see in first line, there are set of 2's. And we have put the number 2 below each flower and write the answer 8. But in the next line, there are flowers in jumble set. The first set is set of 3, then set of 2's, then set of 3. And all you have to do is circle the correct set of 2's. For your guidance, let me show you by drawing the circle around the set of 2's. As you can see in this line, all the flowers in set of 2's. Whereas in the line below, there are flowers in set of 3's along with set of 2's. Dear students, the same way you will solve your next sum. Thank you.